What's going on? This is Ryan.
Now I'm Kareem.
This is Coming of Age. We got a special guest with us today.
Mr. Miya Bailey.
What's up, man?
First of all, how you doing, sir?
Good, man. In a little zone, man. I'm glad I had y'all come in here. Be bored again sometime by myself.
We're blessed to actually get you in your work, in your element while you're working.
Yeah,
You know, this is crazy. But
Definitely appreciate it.
definitely. But I wanted to start with your, the earlys, like the beginnings. Like, how'd you get into art in particular, not just tattooing, just art?
Well, my mom, man. My mom discovered it in me when I was like really young. She said like when I was like 2 years old, everybody and their mama was just bugging out about like I can draw and they can make it out. It was like, wow, this baby can draw. Because I was a late walker. I think something was wrong with my legs or something. And I was a late walker. So it was like, I guess I had a lot of time, to practice and draw. We didn't have a lot of money, so I guess that was a good thing to keep me occupied, you know what I'm saying? So a whole bunch of toys. And yeah, my mom really got me into art. I would see her draw. She was sitting on her lap, and I would copy everything that she was drawing. Everything. I just thought she was just the best artist in the world, man. It just blew my mind. And what she was doing at that time, I just tried to copy everything she was doing. And then she had these parties, and I would sneak out. And I would see like, all the hustlers and shit. It's the 80s and stuff, and breakdancing and stuff was going on. And then everybody be at the parties and shit. And then I would sneak out my room and ask, could I draw somebody? And they would give me money. And that's how the business kind of started, man, for me. I also just drawing portraits at this time. I was drawing people that, everything. Like everybody I saw I was drawing. And they would give me money for it. So I never separated the two things. That's how I kind of got into it. Around 10, I was like, I want to do this. And I want to get my business license. And I was serious. I was big into George Jefferson and the Jeffersons and shit. And I love George, man. He was always in this entrepreneurial stuff. And that's what got me kind of pumped up to be like, I want to be my own boss. I was at 10 years old making these decisions. Wow. And in school selling like love letters, like drawing love letters for people. And I was getting it, man. It got really good business, especially in the 80s when everybody was like getting graffiti and painting their jackets and stuff like that. That's when I got into like doing that stuff really strong. And that's what got me into business, man.
And that's cool that you say that, because back then we didn't have too many examples of Black entrepreneurship and leadership. And he was definitely one.
Yeah, man, I got him tattooed on my leg and everything.
That's dope.
That's dope. That's crazy. Yeah. That's the things that got me, pumped up and inspired. And I wanted to be that. And then growing up in the 80s, you saw Basquiat getting on TV and shit. That shit was pretty dope. You see a brother, from nothing. And you see them like up there with Madonna and shit. That shit was fly as fuck, man. Yeah.
Nah, super fun.
Yeah, man. I'm like, what? He in there doing even the fashion, he was doing like runway stuff and modeling and stuff. And he was on MTV every day. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Model for Come or something.
Yeah, man, that shit was dope. And it was like being inspiring, man. My mom always said artists were like rich. You know what I'm saying? Rich people and shit. So I was like, man, I'm trying to get some of that. I'm trying to be rich. I'm trying to be rich.
So you did get encouraged from your parents?
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. My whole entire family, not just my mother, but not my mother, even my whole town, everybody in my hometown. You gonna be an artist, man. You gonna be an artist. That's all I heard. So shit, that's all I believed. That's all I knew. I was trying to be a boxer. My shit was Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, cool. No, way back with that.
I was trying to be like Sugar Ray.
It's never too late.
These days,
Right, boxing is all fucked up. But yeah, man, that's what my thing was, man. I just had a lot of people supporting me, man. I wouldn't got here without the people, man.
That's important.
That's like, wow. I think back on it. I'm like, I be seeing like people like, my parents don't want me to do art. They say there's no money in it. I'm like, man, everybody I know who do art for a living making money. So it's weird, but
That's a good segue, especially in our community. What do you think is that created this stigma of thinking that those that do art don't make a good living or a sustainable living?
No examples. Not a lot of examples. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta show examples. Like, we are people that need examples. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we gotta see somebody else do it first before somebody gotta do it, before somebody else do it. I'm pretty sure like nobody thought you could make money doing this and that until somebody else did it. Then everybody get on the wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I wanna do it now. That's how it be. But I don't know. It's not that many people that you see. How many black, rich, millionaire artists you seen, I guess. But you see a whole bunch of so-called rich athletes and musicians and people in other businesses making money. So that's what that was. Everybody thought you had to be going to college and doing a whole bunch of stuff to make $1 million these days. It's not really true.
Right.
What was the aha moment for you when you really realized that, okay, I can really do this?
I didn't have that moment, man. Because like I said, I was just raised in it. So I didn't know. I didn't ever have I didn't have that moment. Everybody was telling me to be an artist. So it just feels like it's the exact same thing, except every year the money changes. That's the only thing it feels like to me, because I'm doing the exact same. If you went in the time machine now, we sat down probably the same time and everything, and we go sit down with 17-year-old Miya, I guarantee I'm doing the same exact thing that I'm doing now. At the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I never had that aha moment. It was just never that moment with me. Tattooing probably was the aha moment more than anything, but not just like me doing art. You know what I'm saying?
With tattooing, what got you into tattooing?
Back in the days, man, like I was broke. So I would go to the library and I was, like you got this clip piece of paper books. That clip piece of paper?
Yeah, like the
good paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go with a box cutter, go to the library and just cut all that paper out. You know what I'm saying? Just cut it all out. And that would be the paper I would draw and put my whole portfolio off of, because it was the best quality paper. I didn't have enough money to buy the real stuff. And it was just good acid-free paper. I knew it was acid-free. It was a book. So I was drawing it. And I ran into this book called Tattoo by Don Ed Hardy. And I sat down and looked at it. And I knew my father had a tattoo. So that was pretty, I had references of what it was. Because back then, nobody black had tattoos like that. So it was like, I had at least that reference of my father. And then I read it and I was like, oh, he got into like the Polynesian style, Japanese style. He got into all these different cultures. He got into a little bit of Africa with tribal, with scarification. But then guess what? Who left out? Us, like the black people here in America. And I'm like, damn, we not into tattoo culture. And I was like, man, this is my way of kind of rebelling to art galleries and shit. 'Cause I was always doing shows and doing a whole bunch of shows at this time, and always in every contest and doing all this stuff. And I just wanted to kind of take a break. And I just thought tattooing was a good way to get, like, a good gateway to get black people in my community into art. You know what I'm saying? Because I was selling art, but not to the people I live in the projects with.
Yeah.
Because people in the projects wouldn't buy no original art pieces. So I was about selling all my pieces to other people. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I just need an art form that can connect to my people that live in the hood right now.
Yeah.
And I started tattooing full time in '92. Got me an apprenticeship, ran 93, got in some trouble, moved to Atlanta in '94, and finished my apprenticeship here with Julie Alfonso, West End. And I became one of the first generation of black tattoo artists in the world. Wow.
Yeah, and do you think being in a city like Atlanta kind of helped with the representation of you being one of those first? Well, we always been known in Atlanta as like
black tattoo culture started in Atlanta. It started there. So all the people you see tattooed, no matter what city they from, they all started in Atlanta. Actually, Jackie Gresham, this is a black lady, she been tattooing since '74. But no, she started in New Orleans. She's the first black tattoo artist in the world. She's still alive and she still tattoos sometimes.
Oh, wow.
And but New Orleans is like, you be going to New Orleans because you want to go to New Orleans. Everybody comes to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the culture started everywhere. You like got somebody from New York coming. Oh, it's a tattoo shop was black. Oh, I'm going to Atlanta and get a tattoo from her. It was just really popular because she had tattooed Tupac. And the culture started changing and shifting. You know what I'm saying? Then the booty shake music started hitting Atlanta hard, and everybody, mama was coming to West End to get tattoos.
Yeah.
And it was just really good. But after she tattooed Pop, it just helped us out a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
Which tattoo did she do that body?
She fixed that cross on his back and she did ball at the bottom.
Oh wow. Why do you think Atlanta gets left off in that part of the history of the city, or just history and tattooing gets left out?
Nobody really knows. I mean, you can watch Call Outside the Lines now, but you really got to be into tattoo culture to even care, to know the history of it. That's like saying, like, oh, I listen to blues music, but do you know any blues famous? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think, you got to be into that art form. Like, we can talk about Marvel, but the average person don't look at Marvel, they don't know what the hell we talking about.
Yeah.
So it's that type of thing. You got to be looking into that culture. You into fashion, I'm pretty sure you do your research on the pioneers of fashion. You know who, you know what I'm saying, all these famous people are and everything. You study your craft.
Yeah.
So most people who don't study a craft, you won't know. The average person don't even know who shit. I mean, most people don't know who Basquiat was. Yeah. To this day, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you got to be into that culture and kind of do the research on it. The people that know. The people that supposed to know. If you're a chef, I'm pretty sure you know every chef in your field that open up doors for you in your field, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, if you're in the tattoo culture, you know, it started where it started at. But if you're not, you know. But this is the Black Mecca of tattoo culture, no doubt about that. We got the best black tattoo artists in the world. Nobody touching our collective of artists in Atlanta. Nobody. Wow.
I feel proud to hear that.
Yeah.
Definitely feel proud to hear that.
Yeah, it's fucking, we killing it.
When it comes into like the craft, like, what do you think? You know, we always hear like the 10,000 hours before you master something. Do you follow that same practice, or do you just think it's just really just about the passion and love that you?
No, I believe in the hours and dedication and sacrifice of everything. Because if you love something, you got to make a sacrifice for it. If you ain't born with a silver spoon. Like, if you ain't born under the poverty line, you're gonna have to sacrifice for it. This ain't meant to you to be easy. That's why you're born under the poverty line. It's a system. So you gotta work a little harder. You gotta do a little something more. You gotta do extra shit. You know? So
it's us being who we are. That's all.
Yeah, man.
It's our struggle.
Yeah, like, I think if you really in your craft, it's all about homework, how much you doing your homework, studying the greats before you so you understand the game, and you're not just creating years and years, wasting hours and stuff when you could be doing research and getting a shortcut. You don't know what the shortcut is. You might find a shortcut, you know, or you might just follow the blueprint that somebody laid behind, you know, for you to make it a little easier for you. But, you know, a lot of artists don't be paying attention to that shit. A lot of them be doing it the hard way, you know.
Gotcha.
They want to, they become kind of narcissists and thinking, oh, I'm talented, then they get down when nobody buying their stuff because they didn't really study the greats before them or study how they got there or what they did. You know what I'm saying? I'm studying the people before me. If I want to be known as one of the greatest artists of my generation, of my time, then I got to study the people that's considered the greatest of my time. That's right. Can't just come up and think you're talented. You got to do the research. Can't be a box that don't study Muhammad Ali.
So let me ask you this: whether tattooing or just art in general, who are some of your biggest influences?
In art, I really like. It can become the really inspiration. Sometimes I go homage and like do something like in homage to his style. But Charles White, artist Charles White, I love Charles White. I can see his work and it just bring tears to my eyes, man. Because he know how to master capturing soul and emotion, man. It was just amazing. He had a long career, so he got a lot of art to study. You can see him how he transformed and evolved as an artist. So Charles White, then Picasso. Picasso is the greatest artist of all time, and definitely I got to study the greatest artist of all time. Picasso's a big. I love. He just an interesting character. It's like we talking about Kanye West earlier. It's like that's a Kanye West of that time. You know what I'm saying? He was just a wild ass nigga, wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Living that time, living that life. Egotistical. You know what I'm saying? But that's what made him this person. He had to believe that he was the greatest to become the greatest.
That's right.
Sometimes you gotta program yourself and go crazy and that shit. So the law of attraction is your thoughts. If you thinking I'm the greatest, what the hell you gonna become?
The greatest. That's fact. That confidence.
Yeah. Oh, that craziness.
It's got to be a good marriage.
Gotta be,
between the two.
gotta be.
be a
Sometimes
marriage.
it be delusional when it still
balance.
gets there. You know what I'm saying?
I see this a lot, especially with creatives. It's just that that line between, yes, it is, art, but at the same time, it's still business. It's like the same thing like with the music business. It's music, but at the same time, the end of that word is business. So like when it comes to art, when was it, or who taught you, or not even say who taught you, where was the moment to you like, okay, I have to understand this business aspect, make sure my business is on point while I do my art?
We're in Atlanta, because Atlanta got some shexy ass niggas. Shit, you have people, you young, you naive, you excited to be the celebrity. Yeah. You excited. Oh my God, I'm meeting so-and-so. Yo, you like my artwork? Yo, man, let me, I got this idea for this logo, man. Don't you do this little sketch for me right quick? And they got that shit. You doing free artwork, free consultation, free everything because you're excited. And I did that shit. I was so excited. I'm not gonna say who got me and all this stuff because I'm cool with them now. But it's just like, I was doing like smash sketches because I'm excited about meeting somebody. Oh my God, I'm working with so-and-so. And I'm doing all these damn sketches and all this shit. And guess what? They didn't use my shit. I just got paid. I was just wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Or I did a sketch for a nigga one time. Next thing I know, I see on the music video, he got a chain made out of shit.
Wow.
And this is his logo.
Wow.
And this is a big star.
Wow.
Big star. I'm like, damn, I did that shit. That's the damn tattoo I was gonna do for him. He didn't want that. I did another sketch. Gave him all the sketches. Oh, I'm just happy to meet you,
Damn.
And then guess what? That shit made this motherfucker logos, merchandise.
I paid the white man to make the logo, the logo for it, and
I did everything. I did the real logo. He didn't change shit. He didn't change nothing. He just took a piece of paper that I gave him and turned that shit to a necklace, to a logo, to merch. I'm like, fuck. It was pretty popular logo. But I learned that stupid. I was like, I need to get tight. Fuck all this excited because I'm meeting this person and working at that. You can't pay me. That's when I went down with that exposure. Man, fuck that exposure hustle. Right. Pay me, pay me, man. Fuck the exposure. Exposure to who? Your people? I don't want your people. I don't want nobody related to you.
That's the biggest finesse, that exposure.
Yeah, man, because they said exposure to who? And I learned this from a Jewish dude working with Varcon. He said that, yeah, man, you can give people less money because we know that most black people got one parent. So that means they're missing some kind of attention.
Wow.
From both ends. So you can say, hey, you can give you this, we're gonna pay you this much, but look, you can get exposure. Now you can do walkthroughs and all kinds of shit. You get paid. They making the millions, and then you got to do all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you get exposure to the people they want you to be exposed to, not the right people. People they want you to.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So what would be like your advice for like a young artist right now with just on that business aspect of like to protect themselves? Like what would be like, I guess, your rule of thumb when it comes to those working with somebody, a celebrity or a big company?
Get paid, at least get your deposit up front. And if you got a good name, get the whole money up front. Like if you got a name, your reputation speaks for itself, you can get paid up front if your name speaks for itself. They already know what you do. But then if you don't got that, then get your 50% up front and your deposit. You know what I'm saying? And then and meet your deadline. But be consistent. Like don't let nobody down. Like you can ruin, a young artist can ruin anything quick. You know what I'm saying? If the deadline is Wednesday, shit man, turn that shit in Monday. Impress them. They be like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like impress them. Like that impressed me. If I gave somebody a deadline to turn in a video or some kind of work, on the day, they turn that shit in days before, so I got enough time to look at it, study it, change. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. If I wanted to, it just didn't impress me that they were that hungry, man. Like that's the type of people I look for when I'm working with. I'm like, yeah, this man motherfucker hungry. That hunger be right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you have many young artists now that come to you with looking for opportunity, and you kind of, you hear their story, but then you see something in them that turns you away from giving them that opportunity?
No, I'm gonna get everybody opportunity. I don't turn nobody down for opportunity. If you let me down, then I'm gonna turn my back on your ass. That's what I do. My number one thing, like I didn't have artists that's totally amazing, man. Did everything right. But then next thing you know, their ego get to them, or they got a problem. Or a lot of times these damn artists, man, they don't know how to treat fucking women. Like they be on some weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you be on some weirdo shit, bro. Like, and then then I can't help you no more. Like I can't co-sign you. You good at everything else, but then you wanna do some more creepy shit to women and shit. Nigga, they gonna come to you anyway. You're an artist. Why the fuck you gotta go over there approaching them and doing weird shit, hitting them up and shit? Your reputation speaks for everything, man. That's the number one thing. You know what I'm saying? Your reputation, bro. I always tell young artists, if you're a young artist and you know you're gonna get a name, don't have nobody set you up saying you thirsty and shit. Let them girls come to you. They gonna come. Don't do all this extra shit, make your name look fucked up. Because a lot of people use art for the wrong damn reasons, boy. Photographers, all that shit, they be doing some weird shit. Yeah. And I gotta hear about it all the time. And I be like, damn, this talented artist talented. Oh, this that freaky weird guy. He did, I be like, damn, he didn't use the dude no more. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I get that.
I can't have his, my fucking environment and my people around him be his playground to his perverted shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, keep your nose clean, keep your rep right. Keep it rep right. Especially young men, keep it, and women too. Women, don't be going around fucking it. Don't be fucking the bosses and curators and shit. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna blow your fucking opportunity. Men talk just like women do.
It goes around, that's facts.
Man, don't be blowing your damn career up doing this crazy shit.
Oh, you guys, your name, that's not, it is
the reputation is worth more than money, bro.
Facts.
Let me tell you, reputation worth more than money in business, because you can have a good reputation and somebody might believe in you and give you a shot at something that nobody else might do, not based off your credit, not based off, because your credit got a cap, your money got a cap, but your reputation don't got a cap.
That's a fact.
Keep your reputation strong, bro, you'll always make it. The bosses talk to each other like, you a hard worker, boom, boom, boom. They'll co-sign. I can't co-sign nobody who, you know what I'm saying? I can't co-sign everybody. I get everybody. I don't turn down no interviews, none of that shit, because I believe like, damn, man, I'm gonna be a star or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like putting your seeds in places and believing in them people, man.
In Atlanta, what do you think? I know it's music heavy right now. With the direction, it's always been kind of pretty music heavy in the city. Where you think the art direction is going? Because I am involved with people that are in the art scene and they're pushing their artwork, from photographers to artists to even musicians, and even what I do on the side. What do you think the transition is going now?
But as an art dealer, man, right now, and me selling, like when somebody call me like, I want 6 Atlanta artists. It's hot right now, bro. Like it's hot. It's like super hot. Like, what's the hottest artist in Atlanta? I want some young artists right now. And they're about 6-7 pieces from them, because they just, that's where it's going at right now. Now, all we got to do is get more collectors actually in the city. Because right now, it's a collective. You want young people like, what's the next young artist in New York? What's the artist in Atlanta? They want some of Atlanta shit, bro. They want it bad. The whole world adapts to the culture. Everybody's culture comes from Atlanta right now, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You go to New York, go to LA, go anywhere. They all influenced by Atlanta, man.
I'm denying that.
Yeah, everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. So I'm like, man, and that's the same thing in the art world,
So now, speaking of art, I want to get into your upcoming show, Twin Flames.
Yeah.
All right, you want to get a little into that, like explain the concept?
Well, it's a show exploring the concepts of karmatic relationships, soulmates, and twin flames. And the show was inspired by, I was having this conversation with my best friend, and she was telling me how I wasn't present. And I thought about it, I was like, damn, my art could be driven by like past trauma. It could be, like of being broke. I don't want to never be poor again. All these things that come with being broke in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to return back to that shit ever again. You know what I'm saying? So that's the traumas that come with that. And so and if that's my fuel not to return back to that lifestyle, and then I'm looking at my loved ones and when I see them thinking of the future, I'm not really enjoying it now with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm so caught up in and what the future is going to look like, that I was forgetting the now. I wasn't enjoying the now in life at all. And I didn't really realize how my mind stayed until somebody pointed it out. So it kind of inspired this thing. It's like my way of showing my love for these people that I probably wasn't too present with. I love them to death, that so much that I was like, I love my homeboy, man. This nigga fucked up. I gotta help this nigga get in a better place. Or, I love my daughters, man. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want them to have to depend on no nigga. Let me get my grind on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on, and it kept me from enjoying the present now time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now getting out of survival mode. Yeah. And this is it's new. It's a new experience for me. But I'm like, this show is like my way of saying I love you to everybody that I probably neglected in some way, man. And I wish I didn't neglect that time with them, because you can't get that time back. So now it's my way of trying to correct it. Like, I just want to enjoy the now with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't be with my children and be the daddy who all the time like, damn, she with this nigga. But, okay, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me enjoy the now. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not promised tomorrow. So I'm like, I need to be really focused on the now with them and all the people around me. So, I got karmatic relationships, which I know for a fact, like, they were karmatic relationships, which mean like, you was together in a past life. Y'all reconnecting in this new life to fix something, to learn the lesson of something. You might meet somebody, y'all have a child together, and that shit might be and y'all hate each other. That might be your committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that lesson, when you get older, you mad about it when you're young. When you're older, you're like, damn, I'm kind of thankful I got that damn lesson. It made me smarter. So let's even pay homage to that. And your soulmates, I believe you can have multiple soulmates in life. And then your twin flame, you only got one of those, which is a reflection of yourself. Which all the time, it ain't good, because who want to be all the time with a reflection of themselves? Because that bad thing that you got, they got it too. You know what I'm saying? So this is like that type of thing, man. It's like just exploring the concepts of these twin flames and these soulmates and these karmatic relationships, and then putting people that you know and love in these categories. Like, oh, my son might be this person to me. My daughter might be this type of person to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what the fuck going on. And really, you know what I'm saying? The real truth behind the spirit world. And you don't never know why you connect with somebody and then you love them, then all of a sudden you might hate their ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way life goes.
Do you feel like you met any of those things, like your twin flame?
Yeah. I mean, this show is inspired by my best friend. I would consider my twin flame. This is someone who I could feel and telepathically connect with. You know what I'm saying? And talk to, which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't really hide nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide anything from them. Then you got your soulmates, which, you might marry a soulmate and, have all kinds of, good times with this person. So yeah, I mean, I didn't met all these people, especially more karmatic relationships than anything. But I didn't met, my soulmate, my twin flames, a couple of soulmates. You know what I'm saying? So, but those connections, man, forever change you. And as an artist, man, like those moments, these are the muses of the art. Those are the people that inspire some pain or the love to keep going and creating. So I want to show love to everybody. It's not about just the twin flame. I didn't want to name it soulmate. You know what I'm saying? That is like twin flame. Everybody don't know what that is. So it make people want to do the research. What the hell is a twin flame? And then they do the research. And like, oh shit, that's pretty interesting. I don't know if I ever meet mine. Because most time you don't meet them. Yeah, you don't meet the twin flame. It's supposed to be like in the spirit beliefs. It believes that the soul was split off into creation. Beginning of time, all souls were one, then they split off into two. And then they were divided. And once they divided, you don't know what time or what, they just divide. You merely never see the other reflection side of yourself. And when you do, you know it's them, because it's a spiritual feeling and not another feeling that you ever feel before. And it's not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's not comfortable all the time.
All right. This information, like where did you learn, or where did you get decipher this knowledge to even come up with this concept?
Well, when I met this person, I was like, what the fuck is that? And I did my own research, and I had heard about it. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe in it at all. Until, being in North Carolina, I'm around witches and hippies and all kinds of shit all the time. But I just knew a lot of people just into spirituality always talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't never think I'd meet one until it happened. And then it opened my mind to, damn, this is a spirit realm that we really don't know about, because you don't know until you meet one. You're like, what the fuck did I just see? This person feels weird. Feel like I know this person, but I never met this person before. It was weird, man. It was a weird energy.
Where can people buy tickets, and where will we be located at?
Oh, it's gonna be at Peachtree Station, but there's no tickets and nothing. I make my money selling art.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's why I want everybody to come. I don't do the ticket thing.
We'll be in attendance.
I was definitely gonna come to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show, man. It's gonna be an interesting show.
How many pieces do you plan on exhibiting?
I never plan them. I just do as many as I can until it's time to not do them no more.
Gotcha.
And then I see what make the show and what don't make the show. And that's how I do it. I don't like to plan too much, especially when it's supposed to be fun.
Right.
Like this is a show. This is my first show where I'm doing where I'm not even worried about financial. I'm sell though. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not stressing that. I'm pretty free financially that I can kind of create the artwork I want to do now.
Nice.
Fully. You know what I'm saying? Without too much work.
Gotcha. So, and with that, whoever buys a piece will also get a slot for a tattoo.
Yeah.
As well, right?
I'm trying to cut back on tattooing a little bit. So I'm making it harder for people.
Gotcha.
And then I don't want people if you like my artwork, you like my artwork, right?
Right.
Yeah. They need the people to upgrade. It's not just, you don't got to get tattoos all the time. You spend $1,000 and up on one of my tattoos when that don't increase in no value.
Right.
Like a tattoo is valuable to the client, but you can't sell that shit again.
Right.
You can't leave it to nobody. So I'm just trying to get the tattoo client to understand that they can spend that same amount of money on a painting too. So it's going to increase in value, and it's going to be a better investment all the time. Because eventually I'm not going to tattoo forever.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to, if you love my work, come on. And most people who I paint, my art collectors don't really, the art collectors who I sell my paintings to, they not into tattoos. And then the people who into tattoos not into buying paintings. So I'm trying to merge those two things together. Right. And they don't separate it, so they can understand what I've been trying to do this whole entire time is use tattooing as the tool to introduce you to art.
Gotcha.
That's a good concept.
Yeah, I don't see. If you look at my tattoos, they don't look like tattoos. They're like paintings.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm observing that right now.
When I do tattoos, man, this shit is like, all my stuff is abstract. Or some kind of fine art touch.
Right. Yeah, hopefully one day I could get one. Money's not an issue. We'll be here for sure.
What's your thoughts on NFTs?
That's pretty dope shit. I want to do some more research. I got some people. Petey about to do some ones. But yeah, that's pretty fucking fresh. I would say start doing it for physical work, resale work. Because artists don't make no money off resales.
Mm-hmm. You think NFTs is going to really, they're
going to help people get paid back ends from doing any kind of art. Yeah, because now you can resell it and you still get money forever. They want to do that. They've been wanting to do that. Swiss Beats been talking about that shit for years, about making contracts where if an auction house sell a piece, you know what I'm saying, for all these millions of dollars, at least the artist gets a percentage of it.
A residual of it or something.
Yeah, but it don't happen that way. The artists get nothing from resales in the auction houses.
You think that's going to be a change in the future though?
Yeah, I mean, I think it will be. It's going to have to be governed though, because the art game is the only thing that's not kind of regulated like the stock market is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really get away with murder in the art world. It's not regulated like that. But it would be dope. I mean, college kids now can get paid playing fucking ball. And then they should have been getting paid. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Damn, an artist should be able to get paid for a resale. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Carl, wasn't Marshall? He sold that painting. They sold his painting to Diddy for millions of dollars. He didn't get nothing from that shit.
Oh, man.
He didn't get not one penny. He did nothing. He don't get nothing from resale.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your lasting memory to be?
I have as many people as I possibly could, man. The best way I know how. That's all I want to know, bro. Having as many people open as many doors as I possibly could.
What about from the art side with your paintings and everything? How do you want your paintings to be represented?
And my goal is to have more original paintings than any living artist, period, in the homes of more than anybody. So what I do is I target a market. I got my high-end clients. I also can't forget people who just now got their first apartment, their first house. You know what I'm saying? And those working class people, those are the type of people I want to have originals. Have that. So when they want to resell, they got some money. Not just the rich people always get everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want some regular everyday Joe to have somebody, need to be a trash man, live in the park, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Go home and got original paint on the wall. That's what I want. I want those regular everyday Joes to have my work. I'm not giving a fuck about these rich people having my shit. It's cool, but I really I get more pleasure when I see a regular everyday Joe knowing he saved his money up and he had a choice between buying a damn iPhone or iPad or some shit and pick a painting from it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope. And that shit means a lot to me because I know, he saved up even, $1,500. If I have a low $1,500 painting, he saved that shit up for me. That shit mean a lot more than a motherfucker who just got the money to blow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
trying to have as many originals in these homes as possible, man.
Do you know who has the most originals?
Nah, man, it might be me. Oh, for real, I don't know who beat me. I don't know. I know nobody got more than my boy Wack. He got as many pieces, but he got like a lot of prints and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get the originals, but everybody can't afford an original Kevin Williams Wack piece. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to get it where right now, this for at least another 2 years, I want to get as many of these. I want to try to get my shit in some project houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker walking in a fucking hood and see an original on their wall, man.
Right.
That's what I want. I don't know how many people got that because every show that I did was a sellout show. It's my 6th one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I did every show. This show probably had less pieces, but every show I did was over 50 pieces.
Oh wow!
I guess to close it out, what would be like your number one thing for anybody that sees this, that's going to watch this, to take from this interview as a whole?
Believe in young people, man. Believe in young people, man. They are the people that's going to change this shit. You don't take time to believe in their dreams, to support them. I wonder what they have to sit in nursing homes and shit. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But you got to think about, I think about these young people, and I hope young people understand, they are the ones that's going to, really lead. And I used to think, that's cliche and all that shit, but damn, for real, I got to really put my faith in y'all. You know what I'm saying? To really change the world. I don't see it in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I really need young people to not be so numb to the world out there. Young people are supposed to rebel, act a fool, and defy, and, I don't know, man. It's not the same. Think about the Black Panther Party. Look how young they were.
Yeah.
How young they were, bro. So it's Fred Hampton Jr. and all these people. I mean, Fred Hampton, Fred Hampton. You see how young he was. Yeah. Young people supposed to have that type of fire, and I believe leaders supposed to be young. You know what I'm saying? A young leader that's going to grow and be wise and live a long time and protect his Messiah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up.
Appreciate this. Well, signing out. Just appreciate this interview. Appreciate the wisdom and the advice. It's definitely something I can apply to myself, and definitely hope to see us at the show. Definitely gonna come through and cover some things. You know what I'm saying? Bring some folks out and just keep pushing this message forward. That's the main thing.
That's right.
This is Miya Bailey, coming of age ATL.